Let's see if I can show these youngins a little thing or two, huh? Let's show these youngins a thing or two. And we're back. Okay, we're coming down. Woo, come down. Calm. All right, so what's going on, you guys? My name is the ADD demigod. It's kind of a mouthful. You guys could just call me Demi if you want to. I guess that sounds pretty cool. So this will be the very first time I ever do this. I literally just got this whole mic and everything set up, working just like 15 minutes ago. So a little backstory. Where did I get into motovlogging, or I guess you could say biking? Well, honestly, it was motovlogging that got me into it. I kind of had a fear of motorcycles beforehand, before I started watching videos. The very first YouTuber motovlogger that I ever watched was, I believe it was A Rider's Life. Yeah, A Rider's Life, straight from Australia. And after that, I started getting into like Baker X Derek. Baker X Derek was the next biggest one I watched. I watched him constantly for a long time. He was pretty much, I guess, the main inspiration as to why I want to get a motorcycle. And after that, I started, branching off to different other places and all that, other YouTubers and stuff. But yeah, I kind of started. The motovlogging kind of introduced the whole motovlogging and filming yourself mentality to the whole thing, and showed me, it opened up the doors to how exciting it really is to ride a motorcycle. What's up, dude? You ain't, didn't that thing say young life? You ain't young at all. So yeah, the motorcycles, I absolutely I had a fear of them beforehand, and then once motovlogging started I started watching motovlogging videos. It kind of opened up the door to what it actually is like to ride a motorcycle and how fun it is. And I can tell you firsthand that it is a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of fun. It took me 2 years to actually get a motorcycle. It was kind of a struggle. I was stressed out and all that stuff, but if you guys are in the same situation where you guys are watching motovlogs all day long and have no idea how to get yourself a motorcycle, just keep with it. You'll get it eventually. It took me 2 fucking years to get a motorcycle, and now it's been a whole year later after I got my first motorcycle. So it's been 3 years now since I started doing all this stuff. But if you keep with it, you make it your priority to get a motorcycle, you will get a motorcycle. I mean, what's to stop you? Other than, limitations of finances, and, well, that if it's that, then you really need to budget things correctly and set your priorities. What is this guy doing? But anyways, it's what kind of bike I started off with was, well, the story behind me getting my first bike was it was kind of kind of sad and everything. So my first bike was a 1990 Kawasaki ZR550. Now, before I continue on with that, I'm going to tell you the very first bike I ever rode on the streets was a 91 Honda CB250. So, kind of get that in perspective. I owned the Kawasaki before I owned the Honda. So anyways, back to the Kawasaki. Why I didn't ride that one to start off with is because I bought it as a non-running bike. It was shit. And I paid quite a lot for a non-running bike. I paid $900 for a bike that didn't exactly run right. A month had gone by and I still had not fixed it. So I decided, screw it, I'm just going to get myself another bike. And I'm actually going to go this way. I got myself another bike. It was a CB250, Honda CB250. Nice. It was an awesome little bike. I'm not gonna lie. I like that little 250. It was fun. I actually have video way back in the day of me riding around on the 250 and also on my 550. What the hell are you doing? Okay, I guess I'm gonna go. Alrighty then. But yeah, I bought the Kawasaki first. I first started learning how to ride on the 250. It took me a whole month of riding around on the 250 to finally fucking get the Kawasaki working, which, you know, to be honest, it wasn't even me who got it working. It was this mechanic that goes by the name of Yoda that got the bike working. After that, I got it working, and I actually had a ton of fun. I mean, a ton of fun on that bike, because not only was it twice as powerful as the 250, well, actually 2.5 times more powerful than the 250. So, you know, it was a nice leap up into power. I could actually start, you know, having fun with power on a bike, and so not only that, it was actually had a cut-off exhaust, meaning that it was the four headers went down to one pipe, and that was it. There was nothing after that. It was completely cut off. So therefore, it was extremely loud. It was loud, but it was good loud. It was fun loud. I love that thing. It was fucking fun. Are you seriously gonna go? Yeah, okay, that's right, you stop. And so I pretty much, I rode the 250 for a month, and then after that, between, oh shit, I got that thing in April, so April, and then May, I guess I got everything. It was about halfway through May, and so it was about 4.5 months, 5 months, 5 months I want to say, okay, 5 months. I rode that 550 around, the green Kawasaki 550, and that's pretty much what I got the majority of my learning done on, was the 550. The 250 was kind of just a placeholder until I got the 550 running, and so it was 5 months of riding, yeah, 5 months, 5.5 months of total riding before I finally got myself this bike, a 600. Which I'm not gonna lie, is fucking awesome. I absolutely love this bike. I got it for an amazing fucking deal. That's the whole reason why I decided to get another bike. 3 fucking bikes. 3 fucking bikes within 5 months. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, that is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, the whole reason why I got this bike so soon after my other 2 bikes is that I got an amazing fucking deal on this bike, and I'm talking amazing deal. This bike was originally I had been following it for 2 months on Craigslist. I had been following this bike. They originally started off at what was it, $2,600? Yeah, $2,600. And then after that, I just kept watching it every single week, down another 100, down another 100, down until it got to $1,900. And I was like, oh fuck, that thing is gonna go quick, like really fucking quick. So I actually asked my buddy to lend me some money, and I went out and bought this thing, and I do not regret it at all. It is a fucking amazing bike. Sorry for the language, that's kind of habit. But yeah, it is. To go from, what was it, you know, the 250 had 20 horsepower, the 550 had 50 horsepower, and this sucker has 100 horsepower. So each time I was doubling my horsepower. So I guess you could say I did it right. The fact that I started out on a 250, doubled it up, went to a 550, doubled up the horsepower, went to a 600. So I guess in that respect, I learned how to ride on a motorcycle in the correct way. You know, scaling up with power as I scaled up in experience. Alright, dude. Yeah, dude, it was an amazing run. It was stressful. It was stressful. It was chaotic. It was, you know, wrong time, wrong place, all that stuff. But eventually, I got to the point where I have a 600cc bike, 600cc sport touring bike. Yeah, I want to say sport touring bike because it ain't a super sport bike. It is a sport touring. It's the 2006 Yamaha FZ6. I probably should have added that in there a while ago. Yeah, so it's a 2006 Yamaha FZ6. So I want to say it's a sport touring bike because I'm not hunched over like on the R6 and all that stuff. Yeah, you know, I'm actually have a kind of a slightly forward neutral standing position. My feet are, you know, so right below me, right below my seat. So there's that. So I'm definitely not, you know, bent forward, laid back on like the super sports, but it does have the previous generation R6 motor. So it has an R6 motor in it. So that's why I want to say it is a sport touring bike. And, you know, for being a sport touring bike, it is fast. It is wicked fast. So far, after, you know, say between August and now, which is January, I put about, how many miles are I put about 3,000 miles, 4,000 miles maybe, onto this bike. And only one car was able to actually beat me. Well, actually, no, not beat me. Keep up. It was able to keep up. It was it was a newer BMW X6, and I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking, you know, crazy astonished when that thing actually, you know, kept up with me. And so, you know, I had a word with the driver, and I actually have video of it. I'll show you guys later.
Thing, man. Like that is fucking sick, dude. I was not expecting that, man.
I was another dude on the motorcycle when I was coming from down there.
Yeah.
So by the time we got up here, he was like,
yeah, dude, what the fuck?
I was fun, though.
I was, bro. Alright, come over, man.
But yeah, its bike is extremely fast. It is no slouch whatsoever. In fact, actually doing research afterwards, for price per performance, I got an amazing fucking deal. Nowhere else have I seen $1,900 to get a 100 horsepower sport bike. R6s are usually going about $3 grand, $4 grand, $2,500 if you get an amazing fucking deal, but never at $1,900, never below $2 grand. And you know, oh, that sounds weird. Okay, for a second I thought my bike was sounding weird and everything, but it's fine. So where was I? Sports bike, Yamaha, learning stuff. But yeah, okay, so it's only been in February 7th. I remember the date distinctly because it was the 2 days in Colorado that we had 70, almost 80-degree weather in Colorado in February. Those are the 2 days that February 7th and 8th is the days that I went to the MSF safety course and got my motorcycle endorsement. Once again, you know, I did everything correctly. I guess you could say I did everything correctly. I went to the motorcycle course first. First time ever on a motorcycle. Was on a motorcycle course, safety course. Got a 250, the very first bike I ever rode on the road. Then upgraded to the more powerful bikes incrementally, you know, as I went. So I guess, you know, that's the way I did. But I think that's everything. you know, background and all that stuff, background on my bikes, background on myself. So it's been almost exactly 1 year since I started riding a bike. It'll be it'll be a year in like 2 weeks. Yeah, like in 2 weeks it'll be a year. And I'm not gonna lie, it was the best fucking decision I have ever made. It is. Oh, I took on a whole new life once I started riding motorcycles. And I do not regret it at all. You know what I'm saying? Guys who ride motorcycles will agree with me that the decision to buy a motorcycle, decision to go over that hump of, you know, do I want a motorcycle? Do I want to take that risk and all that stuff? They will tell you, just they do not just do it. It is an amazing experience. It is an awesome experience. You will never regret, you know, owning a motorcycle ever, until the day you crash. So let's move on to that. The whole risks aspects of owning a motorcycle. It is dangerous. It is super dangerous to ride a motorcycle. I can't count how many times that I have personally made personal mistakes that almost ended my life on this particular bike. Like, I want to say in the 20s. Well, way more than that, way more than I can count mistakes on my own personal behalf that, you know, could have ended my life. And that is the smallest, the minority of incidents that could have ended my life on just this bike. And the majority of incidences were other drivers. You know, that is the biggest thing, that, you know, you lose count on not only mistakes that you have made, but mistakes that, because mainly you kind of I want to say you kind of apologize for the mistakes to yourself, but the mistakes that you made, you're like, oh, you know, it was fine, it was just a mistake. But, and whereas, you know, you get super pissed when you have someone, you know, some other motorists do something to endanger your life, cut you off, merge into your lane when they don't even fucking see you, pull out on you. It is super dangerous, and you tend to forget your own mistakes about, you know, on the road. Learning all this stuff. Oh, okay. Anyways, but yeah, motorcycling is extremely dangerous. For instance, the very first time I had ever gone on the road, the public roads, with the motorcycle, was with that 250 I was talking about. I rode it home, and that was the very first time I'd ever been on the roads, was when I bought that 250. And after that, you know, oh, how long was it? It was actually like 5 miles. 5 miles between the guy's house I bought it from to my house. I lived on the other side of town from this guy, but within 5 miles, this dude was here. I'm gonna just demonstrate it for you. So this guy was just driving like this. I was like right there, and then he just kind of just started doing this whole deal. No turn signal whatsoever. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And blaring my horn at him. And yeah, that was the very first time I had ever been on a motorcycle. I almost got hit. You know, so but yeah, it's super dangerous. You have to be on your constant toes. Have to be non-stop. You have to be on your toes, or else you will get hit, you will get hurt, and you will die if you're not on your toes constantly. So I mean, that it's a give and take thing. That's pretty much what makes people on the edge of buying a motorcycle, is the risk factor of owning a motorcycle and being on a bike on the road. Because people do not pay attention to you. They do not know you exist. They do not know that you are there. They do not care that you are there. They do not care that it is your lane. They do not care that it is your right of way. So, I'm speeding. I need to slow down a bit. They do not care about any of that stuff. They do not know. They are idiots. They're assholes. That's what you need to assume when you're riding a bike. No, majority of people, if you stop and actually talk to them, stop and get to know them, they are amazing people. They are awesome people. But you have to take the mindset that people are assholes and people are stupid when you're riding a motorcycle. Even though it's 99% of people are awesome, amazing people, that 1% ruins it for everyone. And you need to take your own life. Take your own life into serious consideration when you are on this motorcycle, because at any point, something could happen, and I could be dead within a couple minutes from now. That's always the scary thought, that I could be dead within minutes. It doesn't even have to be. I could be the best motorist on the whole road, following every single law, which obviously I don't. Follow all the laws, follow everything follow every laws to the teeth, and be the best motorist. And all it takes is one dude coming across right in front through, blowing a red light, killing you. That's all it takes. And so that's why you need to be proactive. You need to be the one to protect yourself. You cannot rely on other people to keep you safe. You cannot rely on it. In fact, actually, at my MSF safety course, the instructors there said exactly that. You cannot rely on other people to make you safe. And in certain situations, it is okay to speed. It is okay to get ahead of the pack. It is okay to be to break the law in order to protect your own life. That is what they told me at the MSF safety course. And it was actually an eye-opener when they said that to me, that it is that dangerous to be on a motorcycle, that it is okay, that they are giving you permission. Not the cops won't give you permission, but they are giving you permission to break the law in order to keep yourself safe. So that is a huge eye-opener, to say that is that dangerous. But you guys need to take into account all that when you're looking for a motorcycle. If you feel scared of any sort of way about buying a motorcycle, riding a motorcycle on the road and all that stuff, do not get yourself a 600. Do not get yourself a 600 if you are scared in the slightest. You will regret it, because not only you have to deal with all the other people around you on the road that are being idiots, you have to deal with the fact that you are a new learner, and that you don't know how to handle the bikes yet. You don't know how to handle bikes yet. So you're in a situation where someone on a 600cc that has been riding for several years, way more experience than I even have. I don't even know why I'm talking to you guys about advice on new, because I'm still a newbie. I'm still a newbie when it comes to riding motorcycles. But anyways, a situation where a rider with years and years of experience, a situation where he knows how to get out of. He knows that all he has to do is drop down, take off, and you won't get hit by a car. You do not have the experience to do that. You do not have the muscle memory to do that without even thinking about it. So it is dangerous for you to be on a 600 if you have any sort of if you're scared at all on these bikes, because they are fun, but they are very, very unforgiving. They're unforgiving. They will take your life, without a second thought, because they are very unforgiving. You have to be the master of this machine. You have to be the master of this machine. You have to know how to handle this machine, because they are dangerous. They can get you killed. They are extremely powerful. For 100 horsepower, it may not sound like a lot, but I've been able to get this bike up to 155 miles an hour. 155 miles an hour. And that's ridiculous speed to have underneath, to be straddled on top of, that knowing that this machine can go that fast. And I'm just going to give you a taste of how fast it can accelerate. Oh, well, actually, maybe not. I'm going to go over to the highway. How about that? Yeah, I'm going to go to the highway. Do it a little bit more legally. Just a little bit more legally. But yeah, I'm going to give you guys a demonstration as to how fast, this message is, obviously for the new riders who have never touched a motorcycle before, never been on one before. They are they are not only I'm just trying to hone into you guys, beat into your guys' head that these things are deadly. They are dangerous. But if you can cope with the fact that every single time you go out on a motorcycle, you may not come home alive. If you can cope with that, you can handle that, they are the best decision you will ever make to buy one. It is the best decision. Even though I'm just talking about this stuff to you guys right now, I don't regret it at all. I don't regret buying this bike. Don't regret buying all 3 of my bikes and doing the things I have done. I don't regret it. It has been the most amazing experience of my whole life. In fact, actually, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of completed my life. I was in a bit of a depression, a bit of a downer before I had even gotten a motorcycle. And last year, when I got this motorcycle, it just made my life awesome. My life is become amazing on a scale of I don't know how many times better. My life has become so awesome just to get this bike. Yeah, but yeah, that's that's that. I think I'm gonna call it quits for now. I hope you guys got any sort of insight. I know there are tons and tons and tons of videos like this on the internet, and I feel special if you guys, I feel very special if you guys just take your time out of your day just to watch my video. Thanks for everything, guys. I know that it's going to be awesome. I know this is going to be an amazing experience, not only on the bike, but joining YouTube. I know it's going to be an amazing experience, and I rely on you guys to make it a good experience. Have yourself, guys, an amazing day. I will talk to you guys later.